Hi everyone, this is Shirley from Shirley's World. I'm about to let my little hens out, my 4 little girls. They like to go out in the yard. So I'll open their gate here and they should just follow me over here. Come on girls. Come on girls. There they go. Go running into the yard. They have this whole big area. This is as much hi B-Bell. This is as much free range as they get. It's a big area. It's like, I don't know, less than a quarter acre. But I can't let them completely free range because I don't want them going out. I'm surrounded by a golf course, so I can't let them out altogether. Hi MZ Darla, thanks for joining me. And the hearts too. Thank you. I'm gonna put the fence up here. Maybe I'll sit in here with my chickens for a little bit. Put this fence. I have a poultry fence here. I stick in the ground. I usually put it on up a little better, but with this in with phone in my hand, I can't do a real good job, but it should work. Well, I'm in here anyway. When I leave, I'll secure it a little better so they can't sneak out, because they'll sneak out that hole there in between the two fences where it comes together. Yeah, I have a chair over here that I'll bring over and sit in for a few minutes. Yeah, I let them out here once a day. They get to be out for, I don't know, a few hours. I have to make sure. I just have 4 right now, just 4 little hens. And I started out with 6 tiny chicks that came 1 day old. Then, oh, you too? You have 4? I started out with 6 when I got the baby chicks, and 1 died at 2 weeks old. Had something wrong with its crop. And then I've had 5 all along, up until this spring when my dog got one of them. She flew out of the nest. No, not the nest. She flew out of the run, the extended run where there's no top to it, and he got her. He was out. I have bird dogs. I have English pointers, so one of my English pointers are very, oh, you have silkies. Yeah, I know. It's a sad thing because, of course, I felt it was my fault. It's not obviously not the dog's fault. The dog is a bird dog. But I make sure that I keep the dogs in. They're closed in the house when they're even out in the extended run now. Then I got 3 more. Oh, you have a Cochin. That's one of the breeds I may get. A Cochin. I'll get a couple barred rocks. I wanted to try a Cochin. Do you like her? She's the one. Is she the one with the feathered feet, I think? They're supposed to be very docile. You have a Basset Hound. Does the lab bother your chickens? Or the hound? I should have got a, well, I rescue for the Pointer Rescue Organization. Yeah, feathered feet. Yeah, I was looking at the different breeds. And I was going to get, that's one of the breeds I'm thinking of getting. I have to order early to get the breeds you want, you know. Molly, why are you pecking at me? Oh, they're both hunters? Oh dear. Yeah. You have to be careful then. My girls are molting. They're starting to molt, especially the silver-laced Wyandotte there. She's molting the most. See, she's lost all her tail feathers. This one, the one Buff Orpington there, Molly, she's still giving me eggs, but Martha here isn't, so she must be starting to molt too. I see some little feathers. See, there's one right there. So they're all starting to molt, so I probably won't get eggs for... They've slowed down anyway. Why? Because they're 2.5, going to be 3 years old. There's Pepsi. Pepsi is friends with the chickens. She loves the chickens, and she would just love to live in the coop with the chickens. My main coop is inside my garage. It's in the corner of my garage. I had it built there. And this is an extra little coop I have in this yard, just to provide them for extra cover if a hawk or something comes over. I do have big trees here, but hawks can land in the trees, but I have a huge hosta that they run under. And I have that coop, so they go in there and peck around. One of you even, she must have heard the cat goes up and lays on top of the coop. And yeah, yes, I do have I have 1 square acre here. 1 square acre. It's surrounded by a golf course. Even though I do live in the country, there is a golf course here. So I have beautiful views no matter where I look. And across the street are big pastures. So yes, it's very pleasant here. And my house was built in 1850. I have an old farmhouse. Plenty of golf balls. Because, I don't know if you can see over there, there's a green over there. And it's a par 3, so that they're hitting their second shot coming up to this green. And a lot of times it goes into my yard, the golf balls. Dexter loves to find golf balls. Dexter is my one English pointer, the male, and he goes out every morning hunting and hunting for golf balls. And he usually gets 1 a day in the summer, but I have to take them away once he starts chewing on them because, you know, there's little tiny balls inside the golf ball, and then they're not safe for him to be chewing on. So I hear a cardinal chirping like crazy, and they were here yesterday, a couple cardinals. I suppose she's chirping at the cat that's laying up here. She's laying up on top of the chicken coop. I can hardly believe that cardinals would have babies around this time of year. She's chirping like a warning chirp. Anyway, it's a pleasant morning here. It's going to reach 80 degrees today, so we have to enjoy this while we can. Oh, hi. Hi, natural girl. Yeah, I'm out here with my, sitting out in the yard with my girls. Yes, it's relaxing. It's great to just watch the chickens. People that don't have chickens, I don't think understand that at all, but they are a relaxing little hobby to have. This is Eggo. She's my Easter egger. She lays green and blue eggs when they're laying. And the one that was killed was an Easter egger. Oh, well, thank you. I don't have anybody that hardly gets on my live broadcasts and talks to me. I was getting very discouraged. This social media wasn't very social with me. But, yeah, I think I get a lot of visitors when I'm talking about the chickens, because that's normally what I do. Don't give up. Okay. I enjoy doing it. I would enjoy it more if I would have people like you guys talking to me. It makes it a lot of fun then. There's Dottie. Isn't she pretty? She's my silver-laced Wyandotte. She's very friendly. All my chickens are very friendly. When you raise them from a day old, they think you're the mama, I think. I watch Rev Beige. Rev Beige. Do you watch him with his chickens? I watch him every day. He's such a nice guy. And I love his rooster, Elvis. He is gorgeous. I don't have a rooster, and I don't plan on having any. This is, that's Ego, the Easter egg. And Martha, head of the flock. And her buddy, Molly. So that's my 4 girls. And I plan on getting new chicks in the spring. Yeah, Elvis and his ladies. Yeah, I think he's looking around picking his favorites right now. They're a little young, but I don't think too young. After I get new chicks in the spring, I'll brood them in the house, and I usually set up a brooder in my lower bathroom. And when they're ready to come out to with these girls, I'll have to, oh, that's a new, I get mostly green eggs from Ego. That brown one is an Easter egger. She gives me green eggs. The rest give me brown eggs. I don't have any ones that lay white eggs. There's little there's little Pepsi with her chickens. Hi, Pepsi. Yeah. She's one of my she's the friendly barn cat. You gonna say hi? No. The other one is her mother. Her name's Angel. I just call her Mama. She's the mother of this one, and she's pretty feral. They were both barn cats at a barn where we had our horses. That, yeah, that barn went defunct. So when we left that barn and went to the barn we're in now, which is a wonderful barn with the horses, then we went back and got these 2 cats. We got the ones that we could catch. We put live traps out because they didn't, of course, you couldn't just grab them. And I got these 2, brought them back, kept them in a cage for about a week here, so they'd sort of know where they were at. And then I opened the cage and hoped for the best, and they both stuck around. So they live in my garage. They've never been in a house. Although Pepsi, I think, would be very easy to train to come into the house. She's pretty friendly. And she peers in the door. She peers into the back door. She's curious about coming into the house. But with the dogs, I don't know. Until she established her territory in the house, they would drive her nuts. Because, of course, they like to chase anything that runs. They know pretty much out here, though, that they can't catch her. She's much too fast, and she loves to climb trees, so they can't, the dogs can't really catch the cat. However, the chickens, it's another story. They can't be out here with the chickens. So, are you planning on getting any more chicks in the spring? Where do you live at? Where do you live? I'm in Northeast Ohio, so I have to get them in the spring, so the early spring, so they're old enough to bring out. They're old enough to bring out before it gets too cold. I'm planning on getting a couple barred rocks because Rev says those are his very favorite. So I'm going to try the barred rocks. They're black and white also. And I'm going to get a couple cochins. They're the ones with the feathered feet. And I don't know what else. I should get a couple more Easter eggers. You know, I've decided that the Easter eggers are very submissive birds. Yeah. I love the green blue eggs that they lay. So, and they're very friendly. Well, they're not as friendly as the buff Orpingtons. I mean, they're not as people friendly. The buffs and the Wyandotte will hop right up in my lap, no problem. But the Easter eggers are a little standoffish. And I think they're a little submissive too. They always seem to be the low in the pecking order. Both Ego is and the one that was killed, which is was a white Easter egger. She was very low in the pecking order also. So I don't know. Maybe it's the breed. Maybe it's that they're just submissive birds. I don't know. One time it was the white one that I don't have anymore. What makes the different colors eggs among chickens? It's the breed of chickens that the Easter eggers lay green or blue eggs, and there's a couple other breeds that lay different colors, well, blue eggs, more blue, even bluer eggs, and there's a breed that lays chocolate brown eggs. They're real dark chocolatey brown color, not chocolate eggs. We wish, but they all taste the same, exactly the same, and they're all the same inside, but the shell is a different color. And they don't lay like brown sometimes and blue another time. It's the breed, and if they're, you know, green egg layers, they lay green eggs all the time. So it's fun having colored eggs in your bunch of eggs in your egg box. No violet, but there is one that lays a slightly pink egg. I can't think of the breed right now, but they lay, it's actually probably a real light tan, but it definitely looks pink. So there's light pink, there's blue eggs, there's green eggs, brown eggs, and white eggs, and the chocolate colored eggs. Those are the different colors you could have. depending on what breed of chicken you get. I have to get chickens that are cold hardy, that do well in these northern winters, because some chickens do better in the south in the heat. So, I hear the lawnmowers are out on the golf course. We need to get one. I'll have to find out who lays the pink ones. If it's a cold hardy bird or a docile, you know, a docile. I like friendly ones. Maybe I'll think about getting one of those too. I'd love the chocolate one that lays chocolate eggs. You have to order them super early because everybody wants those. So if I put my order in January or February, I'll be able to get one, and then I'll have them delivered in early March. Yeah. Yeah, I love my chickens. Well, all my animals. They're all spoiled, along with my horses. I wish I could keep my horses where I live at, but 1 square acre is not it's not big enough to have horses, of course. But they're kept on a place that in a barn. It's actually a Arab training barn. I don't have Arabs anymore. I had one. It was my daughter's horse, but he died at 34 years old. That was a couple years ago. That's my dog, my female. Now, my female pointer, her name's Spirit, and she is not very birdy at all. In fact, she could probably come out here and she wouldn't pay any attention to the birds. But she doesn't like me out of her sight. That's why she's barking. She was a rescue that was just dumped out in the woods someplace and almost starved to death before they found her, and the ASPCA took her in and they called the Pointer Rescue Organization. So let me go see if I can stop her from barking. Barking, I'm not a big fan of dogs barking. Pointers don't usually bark at all, but that's why I don't think I could ever get a terrier. I have to get myself through the fence here because I know terriers bark a lot. I'm not going to put this fence closed very good, and I bet my chickens will sneak out of here. I'm sorry for the fumbling around. They'll probably sneak out, but they won't go far. I have to let little Spirit see me. Spirit, you can't come out. No, doggies can't come out. They're at the door. No, you can't come out right now. That sign hanging on the door is for me. Let me go in and show you. Get back, get back, get back. Here's how I remind myself the chickens are out. If I come in, this is so I don't let the dogs out by accident. Because, you know, my memory isn't the best. Back up, back up, back up, back up. You stay. Stay. Just stay there. Last night I was sitting here in the chair, and see this old watering can, Molly will come over here and peck at it and play a little tune. They're not over here. They usually lay in the dirt here and dust themselves. But not today. Or not right now. Maybe later. So I'm going to close up the gate here good so I can go in the house and do my dishes. And I will be on a little bit later. And maybe I'll actually have a topic to talk about. I think I should prepare something that would maybe be more interesting than just me rambling on. But thank you both for visiting and talking to me. That means a lot. And thank you for the hearts. I appreciate it. And I'm going to go now, and I will see you later. Bye.